Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Today we're in Seattle, Washington. We're going to check out the Woodland Park Zoo. The Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle, Washington first opened in 1899 and is celebrating its 125th anniversary. The zoo welcomes over 1 million visitors each year and is home to 900 different animals from 250 different species. Starting out at the penguin exhibit, we get to meet the zoo's Humboldt Penguins, which actually come from the hot, arid coastal regions of Peru. These penguins can grow up to about 2.5 feet tall, and they have sharp claws on their webbed feet to help them climb rocks. To help tell them apart, you can check the black markings on their bellies, which are unique just like fingerprints. The Humboldt penguins are actually a very social species and communicate using honking and braying noises. In fact, each penguin has its own distinct voice. The African Savanna section of the zoo houses animals native to the grasslands of Africa. The largest exhibit is an area for herbivores, home to giraffes, zebra, and ostrich. The giraffe, of course, is the tallest animal in the world, with fully grown giraffes reaching heights of 14 to 19 feet. The giraffe's neck actually has the same number of vertebrae as the human neck, just a lot larger, with some of them reaching up to 10 inches long. There are 3 different zebra species in the wild, each one originating from a different region in Africa. And relaxing next door are the hippo. Adult hippos can weigh up to 7,000 pounds and measure 10 to 15 feet long. With the placement of their eyes, ears, and nose on top of their head, they can continue to breathe even when most of their body is underwater, but their giant lungs make it possible to stay submerged for up to 5 minutes at a time. The size and power of the hippos makes them one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, and they've been known to use their powerful jaws to kill a lion or bite a crocodile in half. Keeping a watchful eye nearby are the zoo's lions. These impressive predators only live to about 10 or 15 years old. Despite weighing up to 400 pounds, they can achieve a top speed of 45 miles an hour. Sadly, the population of these iconic animals continues to decrease, with an estimated 20,000 remaining today, down from over 450,000 50 years ago. The patas monkey is the fastest primate in the world. Patas monkeys have slender body and long limbs, perfect for helping them reach top speeds of 34 miles an hour, compared to the fastest humans who can only reach a top speed of 27 miles an hour. The warthog also call the savanna their home. Their name comes from the wart-like protrusions on the side of their face, which are made up of a combination of bone and cartilage. They have tusks on their upper and lower jaws, which are used to fight and defend themselves against predators. And if the ground is hard, they use their snouts and tusks to lift the soil. They also love to roll in mud, which helps protect their skin from sun and parasites. The zoo is also home to a small aviary for savanna birds. Entering the Tropical Asia section, the Assam Rhino Reserve was rethemed after the zoo elephant program was phased out in 2015. Unfortunately, we didn't run into any rhinos this time, but that's what makes each unique visit. You never know what animals you'll encounter. We did get to meet this guy though, a very hungry Asian brown tortoise, whose species can live to over 100 years old. Another impressive Asian reptile is the Komodo dragon, which can grow to almost 10 feet long and weigh up to 150 pounds. Komodo dragons are only found in 4 Indonesian islands and are the apex predators of their ecosystem, hunting and ambushing prey including invertebrates, birds, and mammals. Heading to the tropical rainforest, we encounter the jaguar. Found in the forests, grasslands, and swamps in North, Central, and South America, these solitary cats often walk 3 miles a day in search of their next meal. With a diet ranging from wild pigs, deer, and other large mammals, to fish, birds, and reptiles, a 250-pound male jaguar needs to eat about 9 pounds of meat each day. The rainforest area is also home to the zoo's gorillas that live in 2 groups the same way that gorillas do in the wild, where a dominant male silverback lives with several females and their offspring. Some of the gorillas were born right here at the zoo, with 4 females and 1 male being born between 2001 and 2021. Let's peek in on the false water cobra from South America. Although false water cobras have a hood and venom just like true cobras, they're not dangerous to humans. However, they do have a mild venom that works well to paralyze frogs, fish, and other small wetland animals that they hunt for prey. The false water cobra is found throughout the Amazon, ranging from southern Brazil to northern Argentina, and can grow to almost 8 feet long. Let's check out the poison dart frog. Found in Central and South America, the bright colors on these amphibians act as a warning to predators, since many poison dart frogs defend themselves by having toxic chemicals in their skin. Just as colorful, but much less poisonous, is the toko toucan, which uses its brightly colored beak to pluck hard-to-reach fruits. Their beak is also used for temperature regulation. When it's warm, the toucans can release excess heat through their bill to cool off. And if the temperature drops, they can constrict blood vessels in their beak to conserve energy and help keep warm. The red-ruffled lemur is native to Madagascar. They're about 21 inches long, not counting their extremely long tails. As their name suggests, they have a rust-colored ruff and body, but they can also have white markings on the back of their neck and near their feet or mouth. The striking white and black pattern of these colobus monkeys serves a couple of purposes. The pattern makes it harder for predators to see them while they're resting in the jungle canopy. And while they're moving, the contrasting colors help send signals to other members of the troop, helping them stay together. Now let's enter the temperate forest trail. These Chilean flamingo come from Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay. These nomadic birds move from wetland to wetland throughout the year in search of food, feeding on brine shrimp, which contain microscopic algae that give the birds their fluorescent pink color. The red panda live in the high elevation temperate forests of Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar, and Nepal. Red pandas eat mainly bamboo, but can snack on fruit, acorns, and insects from time to time as well. They typically grow to about the size of a house cat, reaching 25 inches long and weighing up to 30 pounds. The zoo's also home to several cranes, including the hooded crane, the white-naped crane, and the demoiselle crane, all of which come from different parts of East Asia. Depending on the species, these cranes can stand 3 to 4 feet tall. Crane populations have become increasingly threatened due to habitat loss, endangering the future of these beautiful birds, especially the white-naped crane species, which is believed to only have 5,000 birds remaining in the wild. A little further along, you can also walk through the temperate forest aviary, which is filled with all kinds of ducks, geese, and other feathered friends. Another resident of Asia is the snow leopard, known as the ghost of the mountains. The snow leopard's body allows it to scale the steep mountain slopes, and with its powerful legs, it can jump 6 times the length of its own body. The snow leopard is one of the most endangered big cats in the world, and it's feared that there's only about 4,000 to 8,000 of these creatures remaining. Popping over to Australasia, you'll be able to see some of the creatures indigenous to that area, like the wallabies or wallaroos, or you might spot a kookaburra or even an emu. Finally, let's check out the Living Northwest Trail, where you can see animals from around Washington State and the Pacific Northwest. These gray wolf are usually shy around people and avoid humans, but they're actually very social animals. They live in family groups called packs, which have complex social structures, and work together when raising pups by taking turns watching the den while other wolves go out to hunt. The Canadian lynx are well adapted to the far north and high mountain habitats. Their thick fur protects them from the cold, and they have huge paws to support them in the deep snow. With long legs, they can easily pounce on their prey of choice, the snowshoe hare. These brown bear are often found in the unpopulated wilds of Alaska, Canada, and Russia. There are about 180 to 200,000 of these brown bears worldwide, and they typically weigh between 350 and 800 pounds. Despite their weight, these animals can reach speeds of 30 miles an hour, at least for short distances. In the wild, these omnivores spend up to 16 hours a day looking for food, and they use their good sense of smell to scout out meals from distances of several kilometers away. In the wild, brown bears can reach an age of 20 to 30 years, but they can live even longer in captivity. Another favorite stop is the bug zoo, where you can see insects like the two-spotted assassin bug from Africa, which uses needle-like jaws to inject venom into its prey. There's the giant glossy pink leg millipede, which has about 200 pink legs and can release a toxic substance to keep predators away. The Peruvian firewalking stick was named for their bright coloration and defense mechanism, as they can secrete an irritating substance when threatened. There's also the giant thorny walking stick, which uses its excellent camouflage to blend in with leaves, twigs, and bark. Kids also love stopping by the family farm and petting zoo to see the goats, donkey, cows, pig, and more. Another fun stop is the PTC 45 Carousel, which was created by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company in 1918, which features 48 hand-carved horses. Each horse has its own unique design and no two are alike. The carousel operated at the Cincinnati Zoo until the 1970s, then moved to an amusement park in Santa Clara, California until the 1990s, before finding a home here at the zoo. Hope you enjoyed our trip to the zoo today. Remember to keep exploring and click here to see other zoos that I visited.